A very happy new year to all our viewers and welcome to the first episode of the Bottomline in 2021. All of us are more than happy to leave behind the year that was and look forward to all that 2021 has to offer us.
As the travel industry rebuilds itself and finds ways to reach its earlier glory, governments and organizations around the world are working tirelessly in this direction. To keep the spirit of new beginnings alive, we are bringing you the major trends in travel and tourism industry we are all going to be looking out for in 2021.
Chhattisgarh makes the India experience unique with its ancient and modern heritage, says Union Tourism Minister. RateGain says more than 9,000 transactions for hotel bookings in the US are expected after the FDA approval of Pfizer COVID vaccine. Bihar plans tourism roadmap within 90 days, promoting religious and geotourism. India could benefit for demand of medical tourism in post-COVID era, says Prahlad Patel. Hotel sector showing early signs of recovery, says HVS Analog. Fatigue pent up, demand motivating 89% Indians to resume travel, shows survey. Airlines bring missing in-flight experience to customers as flying remains suspended during the pandemic. Tourism Australia to explore partnership with banks to focus on high-value travelers from India. Indians are willing to travel over the next 6 months, according to eRevMax. Waterways Leisure Tourism launches Cordelia Cruises.
Union Tourism Minister Prahlad Singh Patel said that Chhattisgarh makes the experience of India very unique. It has the country's widest waterfalls, caves, lush green forests, ancient monuments, rare wildlife, exquisitely carved temples, Buddhist sites and hill plateaus. He was addressing a crowd at a domestic tourism roadshow in Raipur under the Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat scheme. He said, "I would like to congratulate India Tourism Mumbai, Chhattisgarh Tourism Board, Gujarat Tourism and Chhattisgarh Hotel and Restaurant Association for coming together and organizing this roadshow. This type of exchange between homogeneous states under one India, Shrestha Bharat, is very important to encourage people-to-people contact."
Union Tourism Minister said that industry could benefit a lot from medical tourism in the post-corona period, as India has not just proved to be safer vis-a-vis other destinations and gained a lot of recognition in the world for this, but it's also the most ideal for dealing with the post-COVID impacts that people may still carry. Commenting on this, Prahlad Singh Patel, Minister of State, Ministry of Tourism and Culture, Government of India said, "During this pandemic, our steps brought a lot of good name for the country. Even foreigners preferred to stay back here and felt safe. Now the post-corona situation is one where our system of medicine, local cure and wellness methods are what we could be best suited to deal with. After corona, medical tourism is expected to rise. We must be prepared for this opportunity."
A combination of lockdown fatigue and strong pent-up demand coupled with positive sentiment due to announcements about the vaccine saw 89% respondents in a survey display keen interest to resume travel. Thomas Cook India and its group company SOTC Travel surveyed around 2,700 customers across India's Tier 1 and 2 cities in a recent survey to identify emerging consumer behavior and trends that will drive travel preferences during the post-COVID era. According to the survey, 71% respondents displayed confidence in air travel, and this has been substantiated by the increased demand for flight-inclusive packages at both the companies. While short drivable holidays were preferred post-lockdown, only 29% respondents now showed preferences for road travel.
Airlines across the world have come up with innovative ways to provide a comforting dining experience with picturesque aerial views of major sites for their customers in the middle of a raging pandemic. As flying was halted due to the pandemic, the flight to nowhere concept has been adopted by many international carriers. The Australian air carrier Qantas Airways launched its Flight to Nowhere, whose tickets sold out in 10 minutes. Thai Airways flew a one-off flight dubbed the Thai Magical Flying Experience campaign over some of Thailand's holiest Buddhist religious sites. According to sources, Air India had also thought about starting these scenic joy flights. Commenting on this, Anna Hughes, director, Flight Free UK, said, "I understand why they're doing it, but it really is insanity. A flight to nowhere is simply emissions for the sake of it. If that's the society we have built, where we are that addicted to flying, then we have a serious problem."
Tourism Tourism Australia will continue to focus on high-value travelers from India in the post-COVID era. While India continues to remain a rising star for the nation down under, emerging as the 6th largest market for spend and 7th largest for arrivals in 2019, the board will seek partnerships with banks and financial institutions to gain access to individuals in the high net worth bracket. When contacted by the Bottomline, Nishant Kashikar, country manager for India and Gulf Tourism Australia, said, overarching focus is on yield-based and spend-based segmentation. Outbound travel constitutes just 1.2% of the population in India, and our focus continues to remain on high-value travelers. These travelers per capita spend on an average $5,000 in Australia, and they remain our focus post-COVID as well. Since Australia isn't a mass destination, it is a planned move to shift focus from demographic to psychographic segmentation. Therefore, in India, we will explore partnerships with banks and financial institutions that have access to high-value customers with substantial savings.
That's all we have for you on today's New Year special episode of The Bottomline. Here's hoping 2021 brings with joy, cheer, and prosperity.
Tune in for a brand new episode tomorrow. Have a great year ahead.